A few days ago I posted a video to tell people that read my blog that I'm going to be posting some videos on YouTube. And this video is to let YouTubers know what I'm doing, where I'm headed with this. I started hunting when I was around 20 years old with a friend named Ron and his father. Now I was not a good hunter by any means, but I wanted to learn, but I never really had the chance. 3 years after I started to hunt, in 1993, Bill C-68 came out and virtually overnight destroyed the firearms industry in Canada. We went from about 6,000 vendors across Canada down to about 800 at the lowest. Now the anti-gun lobbyists convinced Canadians that we had never had a gun culture in Canada. That was a bold-faced lie. My province, New Brunswick, has the oldest shooting club in Canada, the Royal New Brunswick Rifle Association, formed in 1866, the year before Canada was a country, and every other province had them in 1868, the year after Canada became a country. The National Shooting Organization, Dominion of Canada Rifle Association, that all others are under, held a competition in La Prairie, Quebec in 1868 to encourage the shooting sports. There was about 33 independent rifle associations with 900 competitors in total, competing for about $5,500 at the time, which is millions of dollars in today's funds. Like most other Canadians, after C-68 came out, I stopped hunting. I lost all faith in the political system, our government, everything. Now you can fast forward that to today, or last fall I should say. Now I've been in the call center industry for about 10 to 15 years, hammering out call after call, taking care of problems caused by bad product design and shoddy call center agents, most of them working in third world countries that barely speak English. Now imagine my surprise when I'm in the call center and one of my coworkers tells me that the gun registry was all but repealed. I about fell out of my chair. And as we know now, it was sure enough repealed August of last year. And soon after that, I decided that call centers just weren't for me. I can't do it for another 20 to 30 years in a call center and not go crazy. So at 40, I find myself looking to change jobs. In December, I kind of, in a funny way, in the same way you might say, if I had $1 million, I said, I could be a gunsmith. You know, in a joking manner. Didn't really believe it at the time. It wasn't until January that I realized, you know, I can be a gunsmith. It's not just a pipe dream. So now Canada doesn't have any gunsmithing schools, so I need to go to one in the US to get trained. So right now I'm in the process of applying to a gunsmithing school in the US and jumping through all the hoops that are there from both the Canadian government to actually apply for funding and for the school itself to actually qualify. Right now I'm just waiting for my application to be reviewed and come back. I have the next step is actually going to be a Skype interview. I've already had to do a ton of other stuff to get to this point, but you know it's progressing. Now while I'm waiting, I'm doing some gunsmithing projects. I've done some testing with dyes to see how quick dyes would penetrate into wood of different kinds in different ways. Not going to go back and make videos of that. But one of the major things I'm working on now is actually producing laminated gunsmithing or gun stocks for rifles. That's something I'm certainly going on with, and probably even some dyeing in the future. And I will be making videos of everything I've covered and probably cover some information as to how the tests prior to that worked out. So there's going to be a bit of both. Now I'm just sharing my experience with this in case A, it helps anyone else that wants to kind of do this, or B, you know, if there's just finds it interesting.